Va bene, buongiorno ragazzi, sono qua con Daniel, saluta, in Russia.
Всем добрый день.
Perfetto. Lui è russo ma parla anche inglese, avete capito? Parla anche inglese, dovete anche voi iniziare a parlare inglese o almeno a capirlo. Ok, parleremo in inglese, metterò i sottotitoli sotto e quello che faremo, visto che lui è un hard gainer, in senso che si bomba come un drago ma non ce la fa a crescere, cerchiamo di capire come fare a farlo crescere, ok? Quindi con dieta, integrazione prevalentemente, perché poi l'allenamento io lo faccio, ma cerchiamo di capire come massimizzare quello che è l'anabolismo, massimizzare quello che è l'ingresso dei nutrienti nel muscolo, massimizzare quella che è l'integrazione perfetta per fare in modo che perda meno muscolo possibile e riesca ad accumulare più massa muscolare, infatti, quindi quel rapporto tra catabolismo e anabolismo lo dobbiamo mantenere positivo, ok? Quindi il più positivo possibile, più verso l'anabolismo e meno verso il catabolismo. Ok, let's talk in English, Daniel.
Okay.
We're gonna put the subtitles later. You see, this book is about creation. Okay, we're gonna create a mass monster right now. We try to just start with pharmacology. Okay, is the best thing to start so to understand how much are you taking right now.
Right now it's in a week.
Yes, 1 week.
750 testosterone enanthate.
Okay,
400 deca.
okay,
300 boldenol.
okay. No oral, nothing.
Okay, 10 milligrams dianabol pre-workout.
10 mgs di anabol. Allora, in italiano lui sta prendendo 750 di testo italiano, di testo enantato, 400 di deca, 300 di boldenone e 10 mg di anabol per workout, ok? È uno stack anabolico poco androgeno, va bene? Che cosa vuol dire? Vuol dire che nelle persone hard gainer ci vuole un androgeno, cioè qua manca un qualcosa di androgeno e mancano anche i peptidi, ok? As I said in Italian, you miss something that is androgenic, but I already told you actually.
Yes.
You need something that can activate really bad your androgen receptors. And how many weeks this kind of stuff?
Only 2 weeks.
Okay, only 2 weeks now,
Yes.
so far. And how many kilos?
I started
You gained?
78 kilos, now,
Okay.
now 82 kilos and a half.
Okay, actually it's 4.5 kilos, 4.5 kg in 2 weeks.
But it's almost water, you know, I mean.
Yeah, it's almost water because there is estradiol, then testosterone converts in estradiol,
Yes.
and the anabol, but the anabol is low, 10 milligram is low, okay? It's water, but probably your strength could be more, so should be more.
Yes.
It is.
It is.
And so 2 weeks this, and before?
Before I had a little break, like a several weeks break of everything.
Okay, how many weeks?
3 weeks, yeah. And I used before, as you told me once, only 300 of testosterone enanthate
Okay.
and 150 trenbolone.
Okay, what about your weight there?
It was the same, it didn't change, it was like 78, 77, but the quality of body changed.
Okay, so the quality was...
Yes, less fat and more muscle.
Okay, perfect. And about the strength between now and before?
Now it's better.
Sorry. Okay, so before we gave him 300 testo enanthate and 150 trenbolone actually, so less than half a gram, and he had improvement quality of muscles, so more definition, strength like now, right?
Yes.
Yes. And then he stopped for 3 weeks and he started to do actually more, 3 times more than before, and the strength is the same, but time by time I think it's gonna get higher and less quality than before and more water because it's heavier. The fact is that if you're heavier but you don't see the change because the quality is the same, you don't seem bigger, and that's the problem in this case. And so going on, yesterday I decided to give him some halo testing because he told me I'm a hard gainer, I don't feel anything. Okay, say try for a while this halo testing. I gave him like 5-10 milligrams, right? Okay, 10 milligrams. I say only if you work out actually, so, and just check the liver parameters and stuff like this. So you can give halo testing sometimes to check if you need something androgenic because halo testing is a lot androgenic, and in this case we need something more androgenic, as I told before, because in hard gainer means that your receptors are less sensitive to anabolic steroids, and that's the catch. And so what we have to do in this case is to increase androgens and increase maybe another way, change products, so use growth factors like we say growth hormone and insulin, but the problem is that growth hormone is expensive, insulin is cheaper, so we can do something in the middle that it's 𝐂𝐾677. So we decided to put 𝐂𝐾677 in the stack. and to put something more androgenic. So in this case, DECA is not a lot androgenic, it's a low androgenic stuff. We have here the real primobolan. That is not androgenic, but it's more androgenic than pure testosterone, actually, and because it's dihydrotestosterone, so could have some good stuff. And instead of boldenone, we can put some trembolone sometimes. Some trembolone keeping one oral steroids that is more androgenic, so sometimes we can try some anadrol. Not allotestin, because if you use trembolone, makes no sense to use allotestin. So we're gonna do right now, and we're gonna change this and use 500 of test annotate. Makes no sense to do more, because I prefer to increase the more androgenic product. We can do 300 of primobolan. Actually, we're talking about per week, but we can do every 5 days. Now we're gonna see which is better. Probably the best thing is to do every 5 days. And then we can use 150 of trembolone acetate per week, plus sometimes some anadrol. Okay. We have to pay attention to the liver in this phase, but probably we can do 2 weeks yes, 1 week no of trembolone of anadrol, so or put some weeks trembolone. When we stop trembolone, we keep anadrol, so we can play with this. And sometimes we can put allotestin instead anadrol, so this could be a good stuff. And then we put MK677, because I think that another problem of Daniel is that he's never hungry, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Never hungry.
I hate to eat.
You hate to eat.
Yes.
So we need to use something that would push you to eat more. So it's like MK677, it's amazing. You have to think that 20 mgs of MK677, it's the same of taking 4 units of growth hormone. Increase a lot the sense of hunger. Really a lot. You want to eat everything, okay? I remember that I woke up at night to eat. Sometimes it's bad for circadian rhythm, but other times could be good. Coleman did it. And he won 8-time Mr. Olympia. Or not gonna to win 8-time Mr. Olympia, maybe, I don't know. Probably not.
Probably
I mean,
not.
because you're not American, but actually, even if he was, probably not anyway. But actually, you know, the fact is that MK677 is the best thing. We can start with 20 and see how do you respond to 30 mgs. I'm not gonna go higher than 30. Before bed we can do. You train in the morning, right? Not in the afternoon?
Actually, I prefer evening, but okay, in the morning we'll
Okay,
train
if you prefer evening, you can do a little bit of MK before the workout and then a little bit before bed.
And if morning, only before bed.
No, you cannot. So before workout in the afternoon, okay? So 5 and then before bed. If you feel like sleepy, take only before bed. Even because you told me that you have problem to sleep, right?
Yes.
So it's perfect to give MK677 in this case. So he can recover more, and probably it's not full as he wants because he has problems sleeping. Sometimes with trembolone you have this kind of problems, but even with high testosterone you have this kind of problems. You could have this kind of problems because you have a lot of adrenaline. You feel like you are an adolescent guy, so you want to go out, you want to discover, you want to move, you want to have sex, you want to all this kind of stuff. So it's normal. Okay, so just repeating what you're gonna do right now is 500 test annotate, 3 to 500 to primobolan, okay, every 5 days of course, so I think 300 is the best. 150 or trembolone acetate, 3 weeks yes, 1 no, and the one that you don't take trembolone, you can take or anadrol or allotestin, okay, so we can put something androgenic. So it's a really conservative cycles, there is good stuff. Anadrol, I decided to do 50 to 100 mgs. When you do not work out, you don't take it. Okay, we don't care to take it. Just do 50 to 100, and allotestin we can keep 10. Okay, it's a good anabolic. Okay, so this is the cycle. We're not gonna put growth hormone because we have MK. We're not gonna put insulin because with MK there is high insulin because it increases glycemic index, so insulin is higher. So we have to put together with MK677 some glycemic stabilizer. So we're gonna put like berberine or metformin. I think metformin because it's cheaper. We have to think that in this period it's very hard for Russian people here in Thailand because ruble it's half of his value. So everything is double expensive now here. So it's better to use stuff that with the same efficacy and less cost. So in this case, metformin is same efficacy, maybe more efficacy than berberine, and is cheap. I use metformin too and not berberine. Price makes no sense to pay more. So metformin, we do 250 slow met, okay, in the morning, and 250 before bed, okay. 250 in the morning because you took MK677 in the evening, and you keep amount of MK even in the morning, because it's slow. It keeps 24 hours in the circulation. Yes, and 250 before bed because so you avoid the peak.
So I can take 250 before bed with MK.
Yes,
it's okay.
And this is it. Then what about? So 500 test annotate is good. 200 primobolan if you find the original, but I don't know if you can find it. We stop deca because I told you it's low anabolic. Boldenone it's shitty. The anabol is garbage, and so I mean we're gonna use this kind of stuff that's totally better.
Okay.
Understand? So maybe you can increase primobolan if you don't feel enough, but I think you're gonna feel enough. Let's talk about food. So you wake up in the morning when?
Now, last 2 weeks when I had problems with sleep, I woke up at 9, at 10, but usually I wake up earlier. Like
so 8. As you start with this cycle, you have problems sleeping.
Yes.
4 hours, 5 hours?
I go to sleep at maybe 3 o'clock in the morning, yeah?
Late.
So, and I wake up at 10 or even 11.
Okay, it's very shitty.
Yes.
But when you lay down to bed, what time do you lay down to bed?
Like 23 or midnight.
Okay, then in 3 hours you're not
Yes,
able.
I just lay in the bed and can sleep.
Okay, so in this case, the best thing to do is to do the stuff we decide to do, and we can take something from my herb with DHHB, so it's dihydroonychol, DHHB, and ashwagandha could be good. You can find ashwagandha here, so you can try it. Okay, there is a mix of stuff that has DHHB, ashwagandha, and theanine here in Thailand, and could be helpful for you. But even MK is helpful. Okay, eating is good to push you to sleep, and that's it. So what do you eat in the breakfast? For breakfast,
It's usually oats with milk.
yeah, but you know how much?
80 grams, usually.
Oats.
Yes.
Milk, normal,
250.
250.
Yes.
Milk,
Yes, plain milk.
plain.
Lactose free.
Yeah, and then
Maybe some coffee for workout. And I add protein, of course, in these oats.
scoop,
Scoop once.
30 grams.
Yes.
Okay, actually, if you're a hard gainer, we need to pay attention fats. In this case, here, very little fats. Actually, we like it, especially in breakfast, because you want to keep insulin sensitivity, and most of times hard gainer have low insulin sensitivity because they have low muscles, and that's the reason why they don't get big, because they have low insulin receptors in the muscles. So I think I'm gonna cut the milk because we want to keep insulin sensitivity high and milk lower insulin sensitivity. Just use 100 grams of oats instead of 80 and 40 grams of protein. Why? Because we are under gears, we are under drugs, and so we do more protein synthesis and we need more. So 100 oats, 40 protein, and we can put some fruit. I for blueberries or raspberries. That's it. And I'm not gonna put some fats, but just honey. It's the best thing. You choose how much honey and just put coffee in the hot, and that's it. Then second meal.
Second meal is usually chicken and rice, or maybe pad thai salad.
So
and
it's
chicken.
lunch.
Yes.
Pad thai salad, but you don't know how much is. How many grams?
300 grams.
Or
Yes.
how many?
Okay, 100 grams of chicken.
100.
Yes.
It's nothing. At least 200 grams of chicken.
Okay. Yeah, but I told you it's hard for me to consume it because I have a stomach.
Yeah, but with
after
MK677 it's easier.
Okay.
And then?
And rice, I don't know, 100 grams, 200 grams of rice, or with noodles.
So when is the time when you are less hungry?
Morning.
Breakfast or lunch?
Breakfast.
For you to do protein with 100 grams of oat, it's easy.
Yes.
Okay, lunch?
Still not very hungry because usually lunch is after workout, and after workout I'm tired and stuff like that, and no appetite at all.
When does appetite start?
Maybe at 5 o'clock.
5?
5 o'clock, yes.
Okay, so lunch cannot be chicken and this stuff. So must be something easier to eat, like 4 whole eggs and stuff like this. Okay, so it's not good to give whole eggs after workout because fats actually are negative to the insulin sensitivity. But in this case, we prefer that he eats, and if we give only egg white, he will not eat. It's hard for you to eat only egg whites. So we're gonna give 4 scrambled eggs. with salt and pepper. I think it's easy, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we can do with butter. So 4 scrambled eggs, salt and butter.
So we can do butter. So egg yolks plus butter, it's a lot of fats, but it's okay.
Butter in the pad.
I
Yeah,
see.
and the 4 scrambled eggs full. You have essential amino acids, BCAA or not? You have. And then, so it's hard for you to eat, just eat 3 banana. It's okay? It's like 300 grams of banana. Okay? Then let me know. Probably you can do 4 scrambled eggs plus 2 wine. Okay. And lunch is at, I think, 1, 2.
Yes, something like this.
And then you're hungry at 17.
Yes.
Here you can eat something like prosciutto cotto. Yeah, ham, prosciutto cotto, bresaola, chicken ham, but maybe hamburger you can eat with a little bit of avocado, with salad, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Are you able to eat it or not?
Yeah, of course.
17 you are, but remember that you eat at lunch. Okay, so 17 you are hungry anyway, even if you eat at lunch you're hungry?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so in this case you can do a fake lunch, so I mean a fake lunch, a lunch. So you can eat chicken or 200 of Parma ham, maybe 150 of Parma ham, or plus rice. You can decide, plus avocado, okay? And what about dinner? Is the last meal or the second meal? Or the...
No, I have another one in the evening too.
The evening, I mean...
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, 20, and then before bed?
No,
No, never.
so it's usually the last one.
Okay, what do you eat?
Pretty much same with...
But are you able to eat enough or not?
Yes, I guess. But
Okay, so you
I
can...
have this, discomfort in my stomach after this because it's bloated and stuff like that, but you just do what needs to be done.
Okay, remember that here you have 𝐓𝐾677.
Yes.
Okay, so you can eat the same. And then before bed?
Maybe protein shake.
Okay, here we can eat cream rice. You can find it in Villa Market. You can do 2 sachet. Anyway, you can do 20 grams of protein and 50 grams blue. And then you can go to bed full of 𝐓𝐾677, because remember we have to keep 𝐓𝐾677 before this one, so
Yes.
at 10. And then you have to keep 𝐓𝐾677 actually before the meal, before the workout, in this case in the afternoon. You can switch all this kind of meals. So if you don't want to eat eggs at lunch, you can eat cream of rice here and then put eggs before bed. Okay, so you can switch every kind of meal you want, and that's it. We're not using thyroid hormones. We can use it now, of course, if we want, not for growth hormone, but we could, but we don't care now. Just use metformin. Metformin, we know, can dampen the hunger, but we have 𝐓𝐾677 and push. Some people tremble and block the hunger, but depends, we don't know. How does it work for you? Sometimes Anadrol drop the hunger, but Anadrol can boost the hunger too. Drop the hunger when it's too much, okay, and push the hunger when it's the right dosage. So we need to say, okay?
Yeah.
Ok, that's it. I think we're done. Ok ragazzi, ci saranno i sottotitoli in questo video, quindi niente, ve lo godrete lo stesso. Questo è un ciclo, un'alimentazione fatta per un hard gainer, va bene? È in inglese perché dovete imparare l'inglese anche voi. Ciao belli, saluta, sei Ello.